All right, what is going on, man? We got a market recap today for Monday, March 9th. Personally, no trades for me. And before we get into the bias, I just want to come out and say thank you guys for all the love that you've been showing my channel. I think the payout video has like 2,000 views now, which is my highest viewed video ever. So just want to say thank you guys. And with that being said, let's go ahead, as always, and get into what my thoughts were coming into the market open, my bias. This is what we looked like a couple minutes before the market opened. My original thoughts were I want to see us fill the new week opening gap, which is marked by these blue lines, and then continue to sell off from there. There's also an internal 1 hour, and then sell off from there to this 4 hour. There's also a 1 hour low that we could target. So I wanted to see us rebalance to this new week opening gap. I also had it marked out as a 4 hour gap and then sell off from there. But there just wasn't much going on today, and it looks like we're gonna continue higher here, maybe potentially fill the rest of this new week opening gap. But very, very low volume, and right off the market open, we ripped up and tapped into the new week opening gap. You can see the gap in price that was opened up overnight. So we tapped into it right when the market opened on NQ, and then just slowly started to fade down here. And so I thought there was potentials to, tap this new week opening gap and then displace lower and then potentially target this 1 hour swing low right here, and then this would be the like external drawn liquidity. But in order to take a trade like that, you can see I have these dashed lines marked out right here. I wanted to see us close below and displace past this internal range, and we never did that. You can see we were just sitting in this 5-minute range that we created overnight since 5:30 in the morning, and we never broke out of it. So we never broke out of it. I'm zoomed out, and there's no reason to take a trade until we break out of this range, right? Yeah, I mean, I thought there was potential right in this area in price to displace lower and potentially get a trade. But just like I said, just a very, very low volume day across the board. So low volume on a no news Monday, first day of the trading week. No reason whatsoever to put risk on the table and take a trade that's not A++ that I don't love, right? Now this looks pretty good. Like, hey, we're probably gonna expand to the top of this new week opening gap. I've already locked myself out. Once I see this chop, the thing I love to say is if we chop around and do nothing for the first hour of the market open, why am I gonna stay on, and why am I gonna stay on? And like, if we're gonna chop during the most volatile, the market open, first hour market open is going to be typically the most volatile time frame of the whole trading day. So if we're gonna chop around during the first hour, during what's normally the most volatile time frame of the whole trading day, why am I gonna stay on the charts and open myself up to forcing something that's not a good trade, right? Just because I want to take something. So just being extra picky with that. And yeah, so after we tapped this new week opening gap and it started to come down, at that point it was like, okay, we're either going to break out of this range and I can take shorts down to the sell side liquidity, or take nothing, and took nothing today. So locked myself out. Yeah, I'll keep this video pretty short and simple. No reason to ramble on and yap any longer. Let me know if you took a trade this morning, if you saw anything. Like I said, literally nothing here. So if you're watching this later on in the morning and you caught longs to the end of this new week opening gap, let me know. Yeah, higher time frame wise, we eventually did come down and take that weekly sell side liquidity that I was wanting since like 2 weeks ago. We have a divergence at the highs in terms of these ES and NQ. We have a divergence at all-time highs. I think we get a pretty healthy sell-off. We are rejecting this low here, but could just be as simple as putting in the high of the week for the weekly candle and then expanding lower. I wouldn't be surprised if we see us take out these lows down here, potentially rebalance to this monthly fair value gap right here, which would be about a 13% correction. So I think we start to see a sell-off in the indexes. I think that's already started to happen. But as a day trader, intraday trading, right? My job isn't. That's more for like investing, right? My job is just to come into the morning, see what the market is actually presenting, and then trade based off that. So we'll see what kind of structure we have coming into the market open tomorrow. I would expect us to fill this gap, hold this 4 hour, potentially start to sell off again from there. So that being said, appreciate you watching, man, and I will see y'all tomorrow in the market recap. Peace.